The next type of marriage I want to talk about is the Isaac and Rebekah. Some of y'all in here Adam and Eve types. The next type is the Isaac and Rebekah. Watch this type. Give me, write this down. Write this down to Isaac and Rebekah. Submit to scriptures, obedient, happy. Write that down, Isaac and Rebekah. Everybody goes, yeah, that's me. Yeah, right, okay. Genesis 24. Let's start at Genesis, the 24th chapter. And we're going to get to the point. We're going to start at verse 53.
Genesis chapter 24 and verse 53.
We're talking about the Isaac and Rebekah type of marriage. They both submit to scriptures, they're both obedient, and they're both happy. Watch this, Genesis 24. And let's start at verse 53.
Verse 53. And the servant brought forth jewels of silver and jewels of gold and raiment, and gave them to Rebekah. He gave also to her brother and to her mother precious things. And
now this is when Abraham was looking for a wife for his son Isaac. And Abraham's initial thought was to give it to either, what's his name? Ishmael. Okay, and the Lord was saying, no, you're going to have a son, Isaac. He said, but Isaac ain't got no wife. I need somebody for Isaac to marry to continue the lineage. So he tells the servant, go find my son Isaac a wife. So the history is very good. So now he finds a kinswoman, which is Rebekah, and he gives them jewels, gifts, things of that nature. Go ahead.
Verse 54. And they did eat and drink, he and the men that were with him, and tired all night. And they rose up in the morning, and he said, send me away unto my master. And her brother and her mother said, let the damsel abide with us a few days, at the least 10. After that, she shall go.
So the agreement was, stay with us 10 more days. Let my daughter stay here 10 more days. Then my daughter can go. Go ahead.
And he said unto them, hinder me not, seeing the Lord hath prospered my way. Send me away that I may go to my master. And they said, we will call the damsel and inquire at her mouth.
So then we're going to ask Rebekah what she wants to do. Go ahead.
And they called Rebekah and said unto her, wilt thou go with this man? And she said, I will go.
Wow. Go ahead.
And they sent away Rebekah their sister and her nurse and Abraham's servant and his men. And they blessed Rebekah and said unto her, thou art our sister. Be thou the mother of thousands of millions.
Wow, now that's heavy. This is a prophecy prophetic of Israel. Be thou a mother of thousands of millions. Go ahead.
And let thy seed possess the gate of those which hate them.
Meaning the Israelites is going to possess the gates of our enemies. We're going to possess all nations. This is prophecy. Go ahead.
And Rebekah arose and her damsels, and they rode upon the camels and followed the man. And the servant took Rebekah and went his way. And Isaac came from the way of the well, Laharai, for he dwelt in the south country. And Isaac went out to meditate in the field.
Meditate.
Meditate in the field at the eventide.
Now that's heavy right there. You brothers highlight that part. And Isaac went out to meditate in the field at the even. Many times we need some alone time. You brothers know what I'm talking. You need that time where it's just you and the Lord. You meditating with scriptures and prayer, just you and the Most High. We need that time. Go ahead.
And Isaac went out to meditate in the field at the eventide. And he lifted up his eyes and saw, and behold, the camels were coming. And Rebekah lifted up her eyes, and when she saw Isaac, she lighted off the camel.
She got off the camel.
For she had said unto the servant, what man is this that walketh in the field to meet us? And the servant had said, it is my master. Therefore she took a veil and covered herself.
Now that's some respect right there, what she did. So she wasn't in the, she said, this is Isaac. Remember, she was in the presence of what? Servants, slaves. Because the guy was a slave, okay? So she saw Isaac. She said, let me cover myself.
Hey, Bishop, as we read this right here, you know, as I just have an image in my mind, image just popping in my mind. You know, you all got to imagine what's going on. You know, Isaac coming back from the field, the sister he saw the sister saw him. You know, they hit eye contact hit. Yo, we reading, this is like, you sisters that like reading love novels, this right here is romance you're reading about right here, man. You know, that's what we're reading about right here. Read on.
Hold on. Give me that 1 Corinthians 11.
Hey, you know Isaac was good looking too, man. She's like, who's that man right there? She said, who's that? The servant said, yo, that's my master. You know what I mean? So that's why I tell you all, imagine what's happening. Imagine what's going on. You know?
Get that 1 Corinthians 11. I want verse 10.
1 Corinthians 11 and 10. For this cause ought the woman to have power on her head because of the angels.
The power that the woman has is obedience to obey. That's the power she has on her head to cover herself. And when it says because of the angels is talking about, it's about the messengers of God, the men of God. So it's telling you that women have power to obey. Cover yourself. When you read on, because some women like to use this chapter to talk about, I have long hair, so I don't got to cover myself. That ain't what this is talking about. Read on.
Nevertheless, neither is the man without the woman, neither the woman without the man in the Lord. For as the woman is of the man, even so is the man also by the woman, but all things of God.
Read. I want verse 15 as a
Verse 15. But if a woman have long hair, it is a glory to her, for her hair is given for her for a covering.
So it's a glory to her having a lot of hair. That's what it's talking about. That's all it means. It doesn't mean she does not have to cover her hair, because you read about Rebecca. That's why she covered herself, okay? When you read about the foremothers, even Judith, it tells you they always covered their hair, their head. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Go back.
Genesis 24 and verse 64. And Rebekah lifted up her eyes, and when she saw Isaac, she lighted off the camel. For she had said unto the servant, what man is this that walketh in the field to meet us? And the servant had said, it is my master. Therefore she took a veil and covered herself. And the servant told Isaac all things that he had done. And Isaac brought her into his mother Sarah's tent and took Rebekah, and she became his wife, and he loved her. And Isaac was comforted after his mother's death.
Right, because his mom, Sarah, had already died, all right? And Rebekah comforted him. From there, get chapter 26 and verse 8. I'm just getting some key points about their marriage.
Genesis chapter 26 and verse 8. And it came to pass, when he had been there a long time, that Abimelech, king of the Philistines, looked out of a window and saw, and behold, Isaac was sporting with Rebekah, his wife.
Go ahead. Sporting. You want to look at that word, sporting. He was having a good time with her. Let's see. Read on. Now, remember, they had gone into Egypt. Okay, if y'all read the history. And Isaac told the king of the Philistines that was his sister. So they took her. Okay, and he was an uncle. He thought, like his father did, they was going to kill him. So one day, Isaac and Rebekah's out playing with each other, and the king looks out the window, and this is what he says, verse 9.
And Abimelech called Isaac and said, behold, of a surety, she is thy wife. And how sayest thou, she is my sister? And Isaac said unto him, because I said, lest I die for her.
So remember, obviously the sporting he was doing with her is not the type of sport you do between a brother and sister. This was a husband and wife kind of sporting, okay? Let me see. No. Those are the wrong definitions there. I don't know if you're going to get it here in this one. You might have to go to Bible definition. Yeah, try Bible Hub. I don't know. Yeah, let's see what it says. Type in sporting. Yeah, click that. Go down. Okay, when Isaac had been there a long time, Abimelech, king of the Philistines, looked down from a window and saw Isaac caressing his wife Rebekah. Right. So that sporting was a type of caressing. That's not something you do with a sister. Everybody understand that? So now, from there, give me Ecclesiastes in the Bible, chapter 9, verse 9, to go with the sporting.
Ecclesiastes 9 and verse 9. Live joyfully with the wife of whom thou lovest all the days of the life of thy vanity.
Because your vanity, like it says in Psalms, the Lord says he gives us 70 years if by strength, and if by strength, then 80. So the life of our vanity is our short lifespan. That's what it's talking about. Read it again.
Live joyfully with the wife whom thou lovest all the days of the life of thy vanity.
And Isaac obviously took full advantage of that. Okay, go ahead.
Which he hath given thee under the sun all the days of thy vanity. For that is thy portion in this life, and in thy labor which thou takest under the sun.
So again, Isaac took full advantage of that. Give me 1 Corinthians 7:33.
First Corinthians chapter 7, verse 33. But he that is married care for the things that are of the world, how he may please his wife.
So when you're married or plan on being married, you have to do those things which are pleasing to your wife. That involves communication. You got to know what she likes. Okay, what does she like? What does she not like? Okay, read on.
There is a difference also between a wife and a virgin. The unmarried woman careth for the things of the Lord, that she may be holy both in body and in spirit. But she that is married care for the things of the world, how she may please her husband.
So it goes vice versa for the women too. She got to communicate with the husband. What are his likes? What are his dislikes? What can we do together that we both like to bring in some level of happiness in the marriage? Some of you are so miserable, you don't want to do nothing the spouse wants to do. It's pathetic. You won't even go to a movie. You won't even walk down the street with your spouse. This is sad, okay? One brother says, hey, hon, let's go to the gym. Let's work out. He didn't want to hurt the wife's feelings. Say, listen, you're a fat cow. You look nasty. He didn't want to do that. He says, let's go to the gym together. Because this is what some of you women, this is what some women do. I ain't going to call no names. Bishop, can you help me find a spouse? Sure, sis. What's your type? How old are you? What are you looking for? So she'll give a description of what she wants. And picture this. She is not in the best shape, but she wants a brother that goes to the gym. So I say, sister, you want a brother that goes to the gym. Don't you think he wants a sister that goes to the gym? I said, come on. Know your shoe size. You know how I always say, know your shoe size. Know what you're working with.
No, that's the Benjamin thing. Yo, we're not rolling with the Benjamin thing up in there.
So, from there, the next type. So that type, everybody loves that type of marriage, right? Isaac and Rebekah married. Everybody wants to push for that type of marriage where they submit to scripts, they're obedient, they're happy.
Yeah, but Bishop, like the single sister that come to you, and because the brother that go to the gym, he know that he need a wife, so he work out to get his nice body. He's selling a product.
He want to endure.
Yeah.
He want to last longer.
Yep.
Because you know the way, I'm going to tell you, in case y'all didn't know, they complain. Oh, he don't last long. So now the brother go to the gym. Now he go to the gym. You don't go to the gym. Yep. You got, I got a Charlie horse. I got a cramp in my leg. Ooh, put my leg down. Don't nobody got time for that. The hell is this? Take your behind to the gym and work out. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Lyle.
No. You answer my question.
So the next kind of marriage we're going to look at is the Jacob and Rachel type of marriage. Now, if y'all remember anything about Rachel, she was good looking. She was fine. Much better looking than her sister Leah. Remember, said Leah was tender-eyed. You know. You got to look at Leah like, ooh, okay. But Rachel is all eyes. Wow, look at her. But they were sisters. Now, watch this.
They got people that got tender eyes. They're not ugly.
I know, okay.
The way y'all put Leah out like she was all out,
okay,
man.
she wasn't busted. She wasn't busted. She
sister,
wasn't
man.
Sealy.
Yeah.
No, she wasn't Sealy.
Okay. I can dig that.
Okay.
I can dig that.
Now, when you write this down regarding Jacob. Jacob was faithful, obedient. Rachel, good looking, but a thief and a liar. This is this unequally yoked type of marriage. I'm going to show you that. I know you're going, what the hell are you talking about? That's our foremother. Yeah, that's our foremother, but she wasn't right. I'm going to show y'all something. Give me Genesis 31. Some of you, wait till we read the scripture. Genesis 31. Let's start at verse 17.
Genesis 31 and verse 17. Then Jacob rose up and set his sons and his wives upon camels. And he carried away all his cattle and all his goods which he had gotten, the cattle of his getting, which he had gotten.
I need you to read quicker, Liam.
Yes, sir.
We're going to go all the way down.
And Paddan Aram, for to go to Isaac his father in the land of Canaan. And Laban went to shear his sheep, and Rachel had stolen the images that were her father's.
Stop! And Laban went to shear his sheep, and Rachel, the good-looking pretty sister, had stolen, operative word, she's a thief. She stolen the images that were her father's. So this good-looking sister is a thief off the bat. Go ahead now.
And Jacob stole away unawares to Laban the Syrian, and that he told him not that he fled.
So they left. Go ahead.
So he fled with all that he had, and he rose up and passed over the river and set his face toward the Mount
Now, when it
Gilead.
says Jacob stole away, that doesn't mean he was a thief. It means they snuck away quietly. Go ahead.
And it was told Laban on the third day that Jacob was fled. And he took his brethren with him and pursued after him 7 days' journey. And they overtook him in the Mount Gilead. And God came to Laban the Syrian in a dream by night and said unto him, Take heed that thou speak not to Jacob either good or bad.
Meaning deal right. Don't do good. Don't do bad. Just stay, poker face. Stay in that middle lane with him. Go ahead.
Then Laban overtook Jacob. Now Jacob had pitched his tent in the mount, and Laban with his brethren pitched in the Mount of Gilead. And Laban said to Jacob, What hast thou done, that thou hast stolen away unawares to me, and carried away my daughters as captives taken with the sword? Wherefore didst thou flee away secretly, and steal away from me, and didst not tell me, that I might have sent thee away with mirth, and with songs, with tabret, and with harp, and hast not suffered me to kiss my sons and my daughters?
Now Jacob got tired of Laban, the father-in-law, because Laban kept thinking of ways to keep Jacob there, living with him, working for him. Jacob had gotten tired. He said, Listen, I got to get away from this man. I want to have my own family, do my own thing. I'm tired of being under your father's roof. That's the issue. That's the mindset. Go ahead.
And hast not suffered me to kiss my sons and my daughters, that thou hast now done foolishly in so doing? It is in the power of my hand to do you hurt. But the God of your father spake unto me yesternight, saying, Take thou heed that thou speak not to Jacob either good or bad. And now, though thou wouldest needs to be gone, because thou so longest after thy father's house, yet wherefore hast thou stolen my gods?
Wait. He's accusing Jacob of stealing his gods, those images. You ever notice something? The wife does some stuff, and then you get blamed for it, and she know damn well she's the one. See, this is where the blame game come in. She the thief, but you getting blamed for something she done did or she done said. Like a lot of brothers in jail. Here comes the big mouth woman. She says to her man, Tyrone, he looked at me funny. And now you all mad. Tyrone mad. He gonna go fight you. Now you both fighting. He end up in jail. Why are you in jail? Because my wife said that he looked at her funny. And I got to protect my woman. Bruh, she's a demon. She's a liar. Nobody looked at her funny. You ever see these women that stir trouble up? Oh, he said this to me. He did that to me. So now here you got Rachel, pretty Rachel, done stole some stuff. And Jacob's getting blamed for it. Read on.
And Jacob answered and said to Laban, Because I was afraid, for I said, Peradventure thou wouldest take by force thy daughters from me. With whomsoever thou findest thy gods, let him not live. Before our brethren discern, thou wouldest dine with me, and take it to thee. For Jacob knew not.
His plan was to kill whoever took his idols. Go ahead.
For Jacob knew not that Rachel had stolen them.
Jacob did not know his wife was a thief. Brothers, that's why you got to know your wife. You got to know her. She'll be doing some secret evil stuff, and then things be happening to you. Lord, why is this happening in the marriage? Because this woman over here did some secret stuff. I can say that word. Stuff. And you didn't know about it. The hell is going on? Go ahead.
And Laban went into Jacob's tent, and into Leah's tent, and into the two maidservants' tents, but he found them not. Then went he out of Leah's tent and entered into Rachel's tent.
Dun, 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 thief. Go ahead.
Now Rachel had taken the images and put them in the camel's furniture and sat upon them. And Laban searched all the tent, but found them not. And he said to her father, let it not displease my lord that I cannot rise up before thee, for the custom of women is upon me. And he searched, but found
You
not.
see that? You see that? She put the images under her, and she said, don't be mad because I don't move. I have my period.
Right.
I got my menstrual. So she's lying to her dad now. This woman is a thief and a liar. Some of y'all got wives like that. You know who you is up in here. Where's the camera at for online? Yeah. You know your wife ain't no daggone good. She a thief and a liar and some other things too. You know she ain't right. Go ahead. What verse was that?
That was verse 35.
That was verse 35. Go ahead.
Let it not displease my lord that I cannot rise up before thee, for the custom of woman is upon me. And he searched, but found not the images. And Jacob was wroth and chode with Laban.
So now Jacob's so pissed off at his father-in-law for being accused, evidently, or what he thought wrongfully, but the Lord knew what was going on. Go ahead.
And chode with Laban. And Jacob answered and said to Laban, what is my trespass? What is my sin that thou hast so hotly pursued after me?
So now, jump from there. Go to chapter 35 and verse 1.
Genesis 35 and verse 1.
Now watch this. We're going to read down.
And God said unto Jacob, arise, go to Bethel. And dwell
Bethel
there.
means house, God. House of God. Bethel. El means God. Beth means house. God.
Arise, go up to Bethel, and dwell there, and make there an altar unto God, that appeared unto thee when thou fleddest from the face of Esau thy brother. Then Jacob said unto his household, and to all that were with him, put away the strange gods that are among you, and be clean, and change your garments.
So Jacob knew something in the spirit now. For him to make that statement, the Lord had told him something. He said, put away them strange gods. Why? His wife, his lovely, pretty wife, had stolen the idols from her dad and was worshiping these false gods. This pretty woman. Some of you know your wife is still into Santeria. You know some of your wives still be secretly going to Christmas with grandma and mommy. Some of you brothers know when you try to keep it hush-hush. Hey, find me that scripture about hiding the wind in Proverbs. Find me that. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Or you're confused. Find me that. Find me that. Find me that.
Yeah, you see that only when I heard that part, she was pretty. But
Yes.
as soon as you say a lie and a thief, then people say, oh, hold on here.
You brothers, see, now one thing about Rachel, she was so good looking. When you brothers know, when you see a good looking woman, you will turn a blind eye to her thievery and lying personality. You know she a thief, and you know she a liar, but she's so good looking, you just go, I just got to have her. I got to have it. Then you're going to get hell on your head. You have a miserable, where we going?
Proverbs 27:15.
Go ahead.
A continual dropping in a very rainy day, and a contentious woman are alike. Whosoever hideth her, hideth the wind.
That's the part I want. You try to hide the evil that your wife do. Some of you brothers in here are the same way. You know your wife, she be drunk, cursing sisters out. She be doing all kinds, and you be miserable. But you will blame us for bringing it out. Come on, bro, stop. Just correct your wife, bro. Correct her. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. We become the enemy. We said, bro, look at your wife again. You like, the husband's like, but what did y'all do to her? We ain't do nothing to her. She the one cursing all the women out, cursing the kids out, throwing beer cans around, kicking the babies. The hell is this? And we the evil ones. Stop, it's your wife, bro. Just fix your wife. Wow. Go back. Where we at?
Genesis 35 and verse 2. Then Jacob said unto his household and to all that were with him, put away the strange gods that are among you, and be clean, and change your garments. And let us arise and go up to Bethel, and I will make there an altar unto God, who answered me in the day of my distress, and was with me in the way which I went. And they gave unto Jacob all the strange gods which were in their hand, and all their earrings which were in their ears, and Jacob hid them under the oak which was by Shechem. And they journeyed, and the terror of God was upon the cities that were round about them, and they did not pursue after the sons of
So the Lord
Jacob.
put a spirit on Jacob and all those with him, that the fear of God was on all those other nations. Everybody was afraid to touch Jacob, his wives, children, and servants. Jump down to verse 18 now.
Verse 18.
Now, this is Rachel about to give birth to Benjamin. Go ahead.
And it came to pass, as her soul was in departing, for she died, that she called his name Benoni, but his father called him Benjamin.
Go ahead.
And Rachel died and was buried in the way to Ephrath, which is Bethlehem.
So, read on.
And Jacob set a pillar upon her grave. That is the pillar of Rachel's grave unto this day.
So, the Lord had her put to death when she was giving birth to Benjamin. Damn. I don't know if y'all head was really that big and it just ripped her up or what.
Hey, that's why Benjamin mean beloved. You know what I mean?
Son of the
Oh,
right.
sorry, son of the right. Oh man.
So this pretty sister, Rachel, the Lord had her die during childbirth. And many times brothers go, I wonder why the Lord did that to her. She could have just died old age. No, Lord said, no. She going to die giving birth. Now you go back about the thief and a liar, but you can't ignore that with a pretty face. That's the same thing about a big butt and a smile. It's the same thought. You want to ignore all the evils that the woman does because she look good. Some of y'all in here got marriages just like that.
You remember what Jacob said, though, when the father came. You remember he said, anybody you see that take your stuff, then now by him, Jacob's now down the line realized there was their wife.
That's right.
When they've been all
You don't think Jacob saw Laban's gods there? He knew one of them was a damn thief. The Lord already shut his Rachel. The wife is a daggone liar and a thief.
But you see, in all of that, he never corrected her. So the Most High had to get rid of her. It was even so bad that when Esau was coming after Jacob, Jacob put Leah in front with Judah and all the kids and put Rachel in the back. He said, if Esau got to kill anybody, kill Leah.
Yeah. Yep.
Kill Leah.
Kill Leah and her kids,
Yeah.
but not Rachel. He kept
Not
Rachel with him in the back.
Yeah, Rachel, that's what he did. You know?
He said, I'm going to protect Rachel. He's going to protect the pretty lying thief. Give me that scripture about a thief is better than a liar in the Apocrypha. It just popped into my head. A thief. Some of you people up in here.
Bishop, she hold both titles.
Yes. You're right. Wow. But this just...
Yes.
You know where it is?
Yes, sir. Ecclesiasticus chapter 20 and verse 25.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 20 and verse 25. Highlight that. Let me write that down. Go ahead.
A thief is better than a man that is accustomed to lie, but they both shall have destruction to heritage.
So Rachel, like Laba said, she held both titles. She was a thief and a liar. Dang. So again, remember, these classes are not meant for divorce. These are talking points in your marriage. So when you're going home, just look over at your wife and say, hon, you know you're a liar. You know you're a thief too. You ain't no damn good. Just tell her. Tell the woman. And if she is rolling in the right spirit, she won't do what Eve did. She'll say, yeah, babe, you're right. Or she'll flip it on you. But what did you do? What did you do? We're not talking about me. We're talking about you.
But Bishop, some of them get so demonic in their spirit. They said, "Oh, I was lying." When you say I was lying, I was not lying to that one. But when I was lying there, but you are a liar.
Yes.
People wanna this side I was not lying, but this side, no, you are a liar. Period.
Exactly.
You understand? You didn't lie. You're still a liar.
Now they will see the true men of God. We are not black men. We are the Israelites.
make it so hard to serve God? And why when I say that I'm a Jew, it sound odd? For years I've been walking around saying that I'm a black man. I ain't saying that no more, it sounds wrong, man.
This is Bishop Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. Please subscribe to our YouTube channels. Stay up to date with our latest events, music, and classroom lessons. IUIC plans to continue visiting different countries where this gospel has not been preached before. IUIC needs your help in pushing this truth. So join us. Subscribe to our Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and podcasts, and stay up to date with us. For more information, please visit www.israelunite.org.